Persia never died. It became Iran. The empire that refused to die, Persia, is often considered one of the most mysterious civilizations in history. While it's widely known for its ancient glory, few people today realize that modern-day Iran is the same land that once gave rise to some of the greatest empires, kings, and poets in world history. The name Persia officially changed to Iran in 1935. And with that change, the ancient identity seemed to fade from the global imagination. But has Persia really disappeared, or has it simply evolved? Iran's history stretches back at least 5,000 years, making it one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations. The region was inhabited by early human ancestors, including Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons, long before recorded history began. By 6,000 to 7,000 years ago, early urban settlements flourished in what is now Iran. Archaeological discoveries from cultures like the Jiroft suggest that Iran may rival Mesopotamia and China as one of the true cradles of civilization. The earliest recognized civilization in Iranian territory was Elam, based in the southwest. Its capital, Susa, predates many cities considered ancient today. Elam was powerful enough to conquer Sumer and, remarkably, participated in what is believed to be the first recorded international treaty in history with the Akkadian Empire. This moment places Iran at the very roots of geopolitics. The people of Elam were not yet Iranians as we understand the term. First Iranian-speaking tribes likely migrated from Central Asia between the 20th and 15th centuries BCE. Over time, they established the Kingdom of Media, a powerful force that helped bring down the Assyrian Empire. The Medes referred to themselves as Aryans, a name that would echo through later Persian identity. From these roots emerged the Achaemenid Empire. Founded by Cyrus the Great in the 6th century BCE, it became one of the largest empires in world history, stretching from Egypt to India. Despite their conflicts with the Greeks, the Persians maintained a strong influence over the region. They often supported both Athens and Sparta at different times, demonstrating their political sophistication. What military campaigns failed to achieve, Persian diplomacy often secured. The empire eventually fell to Alexander the Great, but Persian identity did not disappear. The Parthians rose soon after another Iranian dynasty that revived the title King of Kings and claimed descent from the Achaemenids. Although overshadowed by Rome, Parthians held power for nearly 500 years until the rise of the Sassanids, who reasserted Persian authority, made Zoroastrianism the state religion, and directly challenged Rome and Byzantium in long, bloody wars. The fall of the Sassanid Empire in 651 CE marked the beginning of Arab rule under the Umayyad Caliphate. Yet despite centuries of conquests and religious transformation, Persian culture proved extraordinarily resilient. While rulers came and went, the Persian language, literature, and even elements of Zoroastrianism survived. Islam became dominant, but it took on distinctively Persian forms through the region's poetry, philosophy, and administrative practices. Following Arab rule, Persia was invaded by waves of conquerors, Turks, Mongols, and eventually Timur. Stability returned with the Safavid dynasty in 1501, which established Shia Islam as the state religion and reunited Iran under centralized rule. Though attempts to revive the name of the ancient Achaemenids were ultimately symbolic, the Safavids reasserted Persian identity and controlled foreign policy for over 2 centuries. In 1785, the Qajar dynasty came to power. Ethnically Turkic, but culturally Persian. The Qajars initially expanded Iran's territory, but eventually lost significant lands to Russia. By World War I, Iran had become a strategic pawn in the imperial rivalry between Britain and Russia. The British tried to establish control in 1919, but their plans failed, and the Soviets briefly turned part of Iran into a communist satellite. The modern Iranian state began to take shape under Reza Shah Pahlavi, who seized power in a military coup. Determined to modernize and industrialize, officially changed the country's name from Persia to Iran in 1935 to reflect its indigenous identity. However, Iran remained caught in great power struggles occupied by Britain and the Soviet Union. During World War II and subjected to foreign interference throughout the 20th century, the turning point came in 1979 with the Islamic Revolution, which overthrew the monarchy and established a theocratic republic. Since then, Iran has remained at the center of global attention, whether due to its vast oil reserves, regional influence, or geopolitical tensions. The Iran-Iraq War, the nuclear debate, and ongoing rivalries with the US, Israel, and others have kept Iran in the spotlight. Yet through invasions, empires, revolutions, and reforms, the core of Persian civilization has endured. Its language, culture, and memory have persisted for over 5 millennia. Persia, it seems, never really died. It simply changed names and kept writing its story.